Alright. We have our Brotato Showdown Tournament bracket created. Now, I tried to generally seed it based on a combo of how well they did in our preliminary... there's a word in there. I don't know how to say it. Preliminary, I think, is how you say it. Preliminary rounds. Me speak good. But yeah, in the preliminary rounds, there's heavy weight for how they performed in those rounds, but also trying to take into factor their overall value. And there's not really necessarily a whole lot of consistency there, but just roll with me. This is how I seeded it. I think that it makes sense. I tried to generally give each quadrant here a good mix of bad and good. So, as you can see here, number 1 overall seed I set as Doctor. And number 2 overall seed I set as Farmer. Now I'm only going with 30 qualifying Taters here. So as a result, the first 2 are just going to have a bye for the first round, and I think that's fine. I don't think there's any questions that Doctor and Farmer would beat whoever they're faced against. And honestly, with most of these top seeds, like I don't see Pacifist losing to Generalist. I don't see Soldier losing to Cryptid. Though maybe of all the ones that could get upset in that regard, Soldier could lose to Cryptid if he just gets overran. And the way this is going to work is... we're going to do it a little different this time. You only get one shot unless... It'll be kind of like, like overtime in a game. It's like you basically get one shot when you start. And if you lose, then it just goes right to the other character. It doesn't matter if I felt it was bullshit. It doesn't matter if it immediately happened. It doesn't matter if it was my fault. That's just how it's going to be. This way we give some opportunity for upsets here. This is single elimination. And also, if they both lose, then we also don't redo it. We just kind of, we pick, we're not going to do any like double loser things unless they do abysmally. But even if they do, we still pick a winner. And in cases like that, generally whoever made it the furthest in the wave will win. But if they both ended on the same wave, we'll take things into factor, and it'll just be a judgment call. In cases where both of them win, beat wave 20, it'll be more like I'm the judge. Like I'd be like the judge in a figure skating event or something, and I basically say who I thought did better overall, who felt easier as a whole, all the way through the run. So that's how we're gonna grade it here. Obviously, it's gonna be biased because I'm the judge. But if you at all think on any of these rounds that I called it wrong, let me know. We could always have a veto if there's enough public outcry. From here on out, at least. I'm not going to redo the qualifiers here, but so we'll just kind of go through it in order, I think. I could go around, just depends on who I want to play at the moment, but for now, we'll start in the top left here and take Cyborg versus Multitasker, which will be, I think, a pretty even matchup. It's the closest here in terms of numbers on the seeds, and I think that is accurate. I think a lot of these other ones are pretty lopsided. We could really quick just go through each matchup since this is the first thing of the bracket, and go what my predictions are. Prediction on Cyborg versus Multitasker, I honestly don't know. This one's really hard for me to judge, but I lean towards Cyborg, so we'll see. We could have a slight upset there since he's technically ranked lower. Hunter and Golem, I suspect Hunter will win, but again, I think this one has potential for Golem to upset. Golem has a really low rating here because he did lose his fight, and he did die once on his way there. So Golem's seed might not accurately reflect his rank there, but I do think it'll be close. I do still give the edge to Hunter. However, if you were betting on it with money, you'd probably want to bet on Golem just since, his odds are supposedly lower, and since they're probably more closer to a 50-50, you could make some good money off Golem. Lucky versus Knight. I think it's another potential upset. Lucky did really well in his last one, but I've had very streaky results with Lucky, whereas Knight, even though I haven't played him that much, has always been pretty powerful. So edge to Knight, but again, not like none of the dudes here in this upper left bracket, I think, have a clear win. Whereas now we get to this bracket, and Loud, I think, clearly has a. It would be like the most crazy upset ever if Chunky somehow beats Loud. Like, Loud has a huge advantage on Chunky, and I could even argue that Loud as a 5th seed is quite underrated. Loud could potentially win the whole thing, I think. So that one, very lopsided. I'd be surprised as hell if Chunky wins. Wildling versus Crazy. I give a big edge here to Crazy. I'm obviously biased there because I really like Crazy and I just don't care about Wildling, but admittedly, I think that Crazy would be prone to dying because I can't have any dodge and there's no built-in sustain, so like I could just have a bad day that day and Wildling will come out ahead because of his sustain and survivability. But definitely edge to Crazy there. Jack and Mage. With how I've been playing Jack lately, I do give the edge to Jack, but theoretically on paper, Mage should be better. So I think there will be a close fight there. I don't give really a giant edge to either of them. And then Soldier and Cryptid, I think this one has a potential for upset because Cryptid does start with good economy. And, just kind of gets it done, but doesn't get it done in a commanding way most of the time. It just feels really weak to me. Whereas Soldier usually feels strong, but Soldier has a potential to just die if the math doesn't work out or if I face the wrong elite at the wrong point. So there's definitely potential for upset there, but I'd still give a strong nod to Soldier there. Then Pacifist versus Generalist. I mean, I guess there's a chance that I somehow win with Generalist and don't with Pacifist, but it's pretty low. I'd say it's close to the Chunky versus Loud, but maybe there's a slight more chance that Generalist could pull an upset, but I really don't see it happening. Pacifist is just like a free win if I simply run in circles around the map. Pacifist is just like the most guaranteed win, I feel, of anyone really, other than maybe Doctor. And his problem will just be in terms of outperforming like somebody, but I don't think that'll be a problem with Generalist. Sick and Engineer, probably a closer one than you'd think. My initial hunch is to say Engineer, but I think Sick could pull an upset there. Not that they're grossly mismatched, but I think Sick has the built-in survivability the Engineer doesn't have, and it also has potentially an easier time killing elites. So even though Sick is seated lower, I do think that Sick is actually a strong candidate to make an upset there. Arms Dealer versus Apprentice. Arms Dealer is probably the one that has the most overrate right now at 11, but I had put him there just based on how he did in his qualifying performance, which was one of the best performances of anybody. So that being said, I don't think that Apprentice will beat him. I think Apprentice is really bad for me, just knowing myself, and let's put it this way, Apprentice, similar to like Chunky, was really benefiting from getting faced against a horrible Tater to qualify for this, and I don't think Arms Dealer, I mean, technically Arms Dealer also was faced against a horrible Tater, but I think Arms Dealer just had a really commanding performance. I give edge to Arms Dealer there. And then Renegade and Speedy, I give a pretty strong edge to Speedy here. It would be pretty hard for Speedy to, like I don't think Speedy has a higher chance to, like, die than Renegade, and I also don't think that Speedy has a higher chance, or a lesser chance to, like, kill elites, or just have a smooth run in general. I'd be pretty surprised if Renegade beats Speedy. Worth of note, Speedy is technically, I did count Loud as beating Speedy in their matchup, but of the dudes that actually lost their matchup, Speedy retains the highest seed by far, because Speedy is that good, and it felt wrong to put Speedy anything lower than 6th seed. And then we have, and that's a pretty strong quadrant. And then we have this quadrant down here, which is starting with Mutant versus Bull. I think there's potential for upset there. Mutant had an incredibly strong performance, but I haven't played so much of Mutant to know if the consistency is there. It's all speculative. Granted, it's the same idea, same thing with Bull. I haven't really played Bull that much either. Both are not characters I really go out of my way to play. Probably played more Bull than Mutant, but Bull didn't feel particularly strong in the last qualifier, and I don't believe he won his qualifier, so that's the reason he's so low ranked here, but definitely potential for upset. I think it could go either way, but still edge to Mutant. And then Brawler versus Lich. I think this is a really good chance for an upset, just based on how Brawler did and how in my mind, Brawler can do. Because I think both have a chance to die. I think Lich has less of a chance to die because of the built-in sustain. But I think Brawler has a higher ceiling, so like if they both perform well, I give the edge to Brawler. Like if they both perform at the top of their game, then Brawler wins, I think. I think Brawler will kill every elite and have a really smooth run, whereas Lich won't kill every elite and may not even have that smooth of a run. But on the other hand, if I'm playing like middle of the road or even bad, definitely Lich will win, because Brawler just dies in that scenario. Entrepreneur versus Masochist. Masochist also potentially one of the most underrated here, just because of the fact that he has the distinguished trait here of anyone on this list. He's the only one that didn't actually complete his qualifier round, because he technically died on the last second of Wave 20. So not only did he lose his matchup against Doctor, he didn't actually even he basically got in on we'll say votes from the judges, basically saying that he deserves to be here. But that's why his rating's pretty low here. But as a result, I think he's pretty underrated. Like, he realistically should be like top 5 seed, but he's coming in at 18. So Entrepreneur gets an unfair matchup here, unfortunately. But I still think it could go either way. I mean, if Masochist obviously dies again on Wave 20 and Entrepreneur doesn't, then that's game. And then that's that quadrant. I guess we will get into some Brotato here now. So Cyborg versus Multitasker. We'll start Cyborg, I think, just because, where is he? I guess I can go right, hiding to the side there. So, as far as the loadout, I'm not going to necessarily force myself to stick with what I did in prior stuff. In this case, I could do Screwdriver or Wrench. Because I think I did Screwdriver last time, or even Plank maybe. But Wrench is actually pretty fun with Cyborg, so I'm going to do one with Wrench. So obviously, probably the strongest wave one of anybody, not that that matters. You start with a minigun and a weapon. Doesn't get much better than that. Getting some lifesteal is probably better than anything here. Even if it's a horrible amount. Okay, we can take that. We don't want to take engineering. We don't want to take weapons. We're just looking for wrenches and range damage. Ugly Tooth could be okay, actually. I wouldn't mind locking that. There's a wrench. We'll roll. Yeah, don't think I do the 5. Round 2 just doesn't make much money, unfortunately, because not enough enemies spawn in. Could roll here for range damage. I could do harvesting. Harvesting plus scar. Probably makes sense. Alright, we're set up. So far, so good. And we don't really have to worry about the transition to engineering right now because the minigun doesn't really... It still, like, kills stuff. Oh, well, we don't want to... Like I said, whatever happens, happens. Like, if I end up dying early, that's that. So hopefully that doesn't happen. Ah, oh, loot alien, why? Alright, range damage. Harvesting. Take. Do I take that? I don't think so. Okay, we take another scar. We take, I guess, coffee. I don't really know that it affects minigun in a huge way. And it's a catch-22. It's like, yeah, I want it to fire faster, but also 10% of 0.09 seconds isn't necessarily that much of a difference. Yeah, we'll roll with that, I think. Now, Cyborg ironically runs into the same problems that ranged characters run into, because really at its heart it's a ranged character, even though it's an engineering character. You know, you're not buying engineering upgrades other than stuff like, you know, the stuff that makes turrets on death of tree, whatever that thing's called. Speaking of death of tree, trying to see now at this point, the enemies are getting enough HP that phase 2 I really do need to focus on, you know, getting the turrets to be what you know, happens. If I could buy this, I would, but I don't want to lock it on reroll. Not that important to me. Yeah, I'd much rather just get something like that. I do need some HP. I'm hoping at the very least our double experience gain will help with that. But we would like to get some actual HP, or else I'm just in danger of dying. You know, I said that we can veto results, but actually that doesn't make sense because I'm going to be so far ahead of when these videos come out, so still would like to... Okay, we don't need crit chance. We'll take the HP, take the armor, but yeah, obviously I don't think that I don't think the veto will work in hindsight, but that's okay. I'd still like to hear from... Okay, we take both of these. I actually take this first, but we'll still take that. I could roll one more time. Perfect. But yeah, I'd still like to hear if you think I chose wrong on any of these at the end, because like I could see both these characters going to wave 20 and winning, so it's going to come down to a judgment call in that case. Wave 2 still a little bit weak. Damn, I cannot get that. Or it's not wave 2, but phase 2. Still a little bit weak. We could take some luck. This character might benefit from it. Sure. Okay, we'll take that. I will take that. And as bad as Incendiary Turret is, like every little turret counts, because like I said, it's the second phase that you basically have to focus on with Cyborg, in my opinion. These eggs. And this is probably a fight where we'd, because of the turret spread here, we'd much rather have had, you know, screwdrivers. I would like the HP, but I really do need to just be able to kill units. Knockback wouldn't be horrible, but I already have the ugly tooth, so I don't think there's any need for it. Landmines is fine. I'm already down on speed. I don't think I want that. Garden, maybe. Okay, that's really good. Stone skin eventually would be good. But for now, no. Phase 2's coming up soon. There it comes. That's when we really need to be. I do need some movement speed for sure. Like, this will not do. I guess attack speed's still okay because I actually do want my wrenches to attack fast so that they knock back. No, they don't knock back anything useful, but that's okay. Explosion damage we should take. Even though I don't know that it actually works on this character, it is nerfed, I believe. But I guess we still take it for free. I think I have enough range damage for now. I really do need some HP. Take some HP. Take armor over attack speed. Okay, Pocket Factory, that's a pretty good pickup. Consolidate that. Take that. I already have some dodge, so I guess I don't take acid. Kill that thing. Let me kill one of them. For once. Come on. Oh man, I gotta push him back. Okay, we got him. Alright. Make sure I pick up my money. Wow, we're already in wave 9. Time flies when you're playing Cyborg. Admittedly, the tier 2 turret pretty good here. But the tier 3 obviously better. At this point in the game, I don't even think I would take a whatchamacallit, a piercing sharp bullet. Okay, take that. That's great. Take that, take that. Keep in mind, if I take actual engineering, it's severely nerfed, so there's no point. Take Scar, take more trees for sure. I could take this because we don't care about crit, and even though the engineering is nerfed, it would still give me 1 engineering which helps a little bit, but the 5 speed is mainly what I'm interested in here, so we'll take that. Alright, take a tier 3 now, that's great. Okay, beautiful, let's go tier 4 and tier 3, and we definitely want the lumberjack shirt. That'll make second phase. We're still spawning turrets, that'll be really good. I gotta say, pretty good run so far. I wonder if the burning works with the tier 2 turrets. I probably should have actually bought that. I think it does. Yeah, it doesn't matter. It's so expensive still for just... Eventually I'm only gonna have one tier 2 turret anyway, so... Not really worth it. Alright, phase 2, let's stick around this top tier turret. Do need some more lifesteal too, because it's possible that I get hit a lot on phase 2. And don't underestimate the damage tier 1 turrets do, I guess. Hard to pick up everything when stuff's dying all around the map. Alright, I'm gonna be right back. We definitely don't want that. Alright. Actually my explosion damage is 15. So I guess it is full. So that's good. I can't even read everything. But I think actual just... Only specific flat stuff is reduced. The actual percent damage I think is fine. So that's why we get full 15% explosion. Alright, recycle that. Faux show. Don't need that. Well, for free I'll take it. And it's not free, it's $35, but come on. I think we take the speed. I think we take lifesteal here. Alright. Good. Really good stuff. We have a wave 11 elite. Croc could pose issues, but I'm not too worried about it. I think that I'd be okay. Alright, we lose luck if we do this. It is a lot of HP, it's a lot of cost. I think we just keep rolling here. That I could take. We're gonna lose some speed, but past wave 11, that'd be a good time to do it. We could just roll one more time here. Alright, we can take this. Nuke launcher, don't think we need it. Alright, not Croc. Croc's little cousin here. Don't know if we can kill an elite this early. Try to put damage in though while I... Nah, you know what? I can't risk it. I gotta kill these mummies. Like I can't really risk them overtaking me. But if I wanted to kill this elite, I should have focused first phase, because second phase it's not going to do much damage to him. Right, come on, lifesteal. Did that tree not spawn a turret? Maybe I just missed it. Well, that went okay. Take some speed since we're going to lose some. Take. Shitty potion, probably too late for me to care about that. This engineering is severely reduced, and I don't really need range, so roll, or do I take mutation? Probably not. Worth, I don't know that Gentle Alien is making sense here. It would earn me money, but I feel like it could earn me death too. So I think I won't. So we have 2 tier 4s, a tier 3. That's a good spread. That means most of the map phase 2 is pretty well covered at this point. We probably want to keep on the lookout for more range damage though. We got a bunch of it early, but we haven't picked much up since then. Oh, I got some sort of a subscriber or something. I don't know why it only picks that up randomly every now and then. I think the plugin I use for that is really old. I just never took it out of my OBS. Alright, we crushed that round. Gosh, I don't know that Night Goggles is good on this character. It definitely would help with phase 1 though. I probably take it. We don't want that. I don't want to lose lifesteal at all. Alright, we take that. Lifesteal. Take. Alright, music, where'd you go? There we go. Okay. Metal detector. Probably too late for me to take that and get much use out of it. We could take this. It's not like that. It's not a real hit to engineering. Like maybe -1. Maybe not even that. But it is 2% lifesteal, which is why I want it. So I'll take it. And no need for duct tape. No need for any of this. How many... that doesn't even give you engineering. Oh well, it gives us range damage, which we would want, but we don't want to cap our HP at that. That's horrible. Alright, 1 lens at a time. I'll get my range damage, I guess. Alright, we have an elite after this. Wave 13 is pretty easy in general, I think. I'm trying to remember what the stats are there. By my estimation, you're not allowed to face elite on 13 anyway, or horde. I think it's only 11 or 12, and then 14, maybe 15, and then definitely 17 or 18 it can happen. I don't know that on 15 it can happen. I'd have to go back and check. Seems like 14 is always the second thing, but maybe 15. No, actually it is, because 16 is when it doesn't happen. So it's like, yeah, every other... It's like you have two on, 1 off, 2 on, 1 off. That's basically how it works. That's a pretty powerful run so far. I don't know that helps me that much. It definitely would help phase 1, but I don't know that I want to lose the range. I guess I take it for free though. Alright, this is the way I'm getting speed apparently. All that crit that we earned from Night Goggles is just slowly going away, but that's fine. I do have 2% dodge. Maybe I can just take this because I'm not getting much other options at HP. I think I will. Could take a weird ghost, but it's an elite. It's kind of how desperate I am for HP at the moment. Alien Baby I think makes sense. I'm pretty sure that my turrets apply Weird Tooth anyway. There's an explosion as well. I probably should have took that over the range damage. Oh well. I think because I'm so desperate for HP, I definitely take this Alien Baby. Oh, easy. We can definitely go for some elite kill here. Phase 2 should be pretty easy. Phase 1 is actually going to be harder here. I'm trying to put some damage in. I may not be able to kill the elite still. I'm trying to get some damage in here. Alright, Phase 2 will start soon enough. Let's just try to clear out the map. I guess we're not going to get an elite kill, but it is what it is. Really tough with engineering to kill elites. Yeah, an easy round nonetheless, but yeah, we're not going to be able to kill elites, I think. Alright, take. I didn't earn much money there, but it is what it is. I think we're pretty well set up to win. Like, if I were Cyborg at this moment, though, I'm thinking, alright, now I need to really do something to set myself apart from Multitasker if Multitasker wins, because most likely Multitasker is killing elites. So I know overall smoothness I'm going to have an edge on, because I never really got in trouble ever on this run. But if Multitasker has a smooth run and kills elites, then I'm going to lose as Cyborg. So I think that's the mentality of Cyborg right now. He's thinking, how can I get at least one elite kill, or at least maybe the boss is killed? At the very least, I need to make sure that the later rounds don't become unsmooth, because that would also be bad. And that'll pretty much guarantee the loss, because Multitasker might kill the bosses and the elites, but if the round is super not smooth otherwise, then that could still be a way for Cyborg to win. Alright, we take HP here or armor? I think HP. Okay, like I said, I think a second minigun at this point in the game is warranted. None of that. Plank would be interesting. I don't think a third minigun makes sense. We definitely want the lifesteal here. Okay, for 5% lifesteal, I could take 10% enemy increase. I don't mind it. I think that is beneficial. Especially now that I got two miniguns. This is basically guaranteeing that I have a crap load of sustain. And with two miniguns, we might have a chance to kill elites. Since phase 1 we're going to do a lot, double the damage. And phase 2 we don't really take a hit. We're just down one turret. That's not really that relevant. Down one low tier turret, I should say. Especially when I'm, creating turrets off of these trees as well. Like, I really don't need to have the wrench skew. Or I don't need to skew towards wrenches, I should say. Alright, there's some armor. We could take that too. We can take that, I guess. We have a lot of range damage. Alright, one more round till elite. I would say it's been a very strong run so far. Even though we can't kill the elites, they were not issues at all. I would say, so far I would say it's a commanding performance. But we don't even need our landmines. We're just, style points at this point. that. I wouldn't mind some range at this point. We do not need Baby with a Beard, I don't think. Explosion size would be good. Percent damage for phase 1. How much does that do? I think that adds quite a lot, actually. Maybe not. Okay. Elite time. Moment of truth. Alright, it is a much tougher one. The extra range will be nice here. Let's not die. I guess we're dead. It's Mother. I feel like I was doing damage there, so I think I kill any other elite, but Mother is just ridiculous. Like, I can't do nothing against Mother. Unfortunately, the second phase, engineering to 184, this shows how weak engineering is, by the way, in terms of being able to kill elites. I have 184 engineering, and it's like tickling her. It's quite literally tickling her. Maybe she's not near the good turrets, so I don't know. Okay, I think we take that. We don't take that. HP or range damage at this point? Or percent damage? I think range damage. I'm not going to take Retrimation's hoodie. Could get another thing of health there. I don't think so. I think we just take this and get a ton of damage. I should have just took it before I took that, honestly. But oh well. Okay, that's really good. This is okay. I don't think we need more range damage at this point. Probably at this point now I want health. I mean, I can't really get much more range damage. I mean, I guess because our engineering is so bad, we could still try to add more, but we'll see. It's going to be really hard for engineering-based characters to go the distance in this tournament because they're going to have such a hard time killing elites. I mean, like I said, I don't care that Mother wasn't necessarily sitting on my best cluster of turrets. Like, at 180, engineering should be getting melted, but they're just not, because engineering, like I said, it just sucks. Like, even these enemies aren't really going down that fast for... Now we're at 268 engineering. I mean... What more do I need? Take some dodge at this point. We do want another top tier thing since we have the explosion damage increase. It's expensive, but it's lifesteal. I could also still take this exoskeleton. I don't know though, because then I lose lifesteal and regen for what that's worth. But it does make phase 1 particularly better. I don't think so. I don't think it's worth it. I'm already piercing at like 100% damage, right? Just minus 35. We don't care at wave 20 at this point. Guess we could take that. Robot armor. Again, I don't even know that it's worth it, but it is 6 armor. I guess we can lose 2 lifesteal. We're not going to find much better at this point, so we'll just take it. Alright, we'll win this. It's just a matter of, like, can I actually kill them? I don't know. Like, I'm not really doing much damage. That's crazy, though. Like, is minigun that good if at 133 damage it can't, like, melt the bosses. It's definitely doing some damage, but like I would expect it to be melting bosses at that amount of flat ranged. We'll get them here though. They're going down definitely in the first phase. Well, maybe not. Like, I don't know. I just like the extra enemies randomly kind of make it tough. Still not to phase 2. Okay, we got him. Well, got boss kills. At no point was I ever in trouble. So that's a pretty strong performance. Multitasker will have a tough time beating that. No HP recovered, no surprise. Anything else of note here? 53k damage on that. It's okay. I mean, at 200 plus engineering by the end, I would have expected more, but sure. Unfortunately, that advanced stat thing still doesn't seem to work with wrenches, does it? It doesn't seem to show like what the turret did, even though it wouldn't have done anything in this fight. So that's fine. Anyway, that was a very good run. Now we go on to Multitasker. And sticks is the only way. Even though wrench would be pretty funny. But if I go wrench, I don't see any way that he has a legit shot at beating Cyborg. And if I'm Multitasker, I want to try to beat Cyborg. Now, I see the performance he just put up, and I'm like, I need to put up a commanding performance where I am as smooth as possible, but I also kill every elite in the game that's thrown my way. Not a good start, Multitasker. You know, you really do need to find sticks. Look at this. We're now down to the 5 gold roll. We haven't found 1 stick. I am holding it against you, Multitasker. For the record, I am holding it against you. We'll need all the money we can get going in the next round to roll for sticks. Just hope the RNG is less abysmal. Alright, so far, not a great start. Take some harvesting. Okay. Let's find some sticks, buddy. You are a multitasker, and it's very important for you to find sticks this early. You really didn't do too good of a job of it. Didn't even get to 6. Oh well. Got a tough road ahead of you, multitasker. I really wish I would have saved. I don't know if any of you remember when I was doing Hellfire Tactics, but probably one of my favorite moments in just like this sphere was doing the commentary for that Hellfire Tactics tournament. I only have the videos up of when I did it by myself, but when I did it with Lord Bonk on the official stream, that was like so fun. Unfortunately though, because Twitch doesn't save VODs, that VOD is like gone, and I never thought to like, you know, do like Twitch Leecher or something and rip the VOD off, so the VOD is like forever lost. It's like something I would have liked to like show my kid or something someday. Oh well, so just remember that in the future. If you ever do something that you want like that, that's like not, you know, yours, like rip that shit off the internet before it's gone. Rip that shit off the internet before it's gone. Some more harvest. We are shooting for the moon here. Alright, another stick. Good. Broken mouth we want. Could take this for the harvesting. I think we will. Alright. There's definitely potential for an upset here now. Bad shop wave 1, but beyond that, we've got some early economy items in coupon, some harvesting, and the gentle alien coming up. And this is definitely a character that doesn't mind gentle alien. So this could be an upset. We'll see. But yeah, it's tough. You don't really get much opportunities to do things like that in life, you know? Like do something like commentate for some official tournament. And those are just the important moments to me. Like, a lot of people have different priorities in life. Like, a lot of people, like, love their job and corporate life and shit, and I can never get excited for that. Like, I just do my job. It's my job. Like, I don't get excited about it, even though I probably am in the best job I've ever had. It's still, like, I just can't get passionate for, like, fucking climbing the corporate ladder and shit like that. I get much more excited to do shit like this. We'll just take the whole thing here. Well, I guess we can't take it all. Okay, tier 2 stick. Nice. Another gentle alien. This is looking like an upset in the making. This is looking like an upset in the making. And honestly, it's probably better that Multitasker does move on, because like I said, an engineering character really can't go the distance in this tournament. They kind of rely on the other character failing to win. And right now, it's not looking like Multitasker is going to fail. I mean, hell, if Multitasker could be one to pull an upset on Doctor, even if he has a run like this. We won't get ahead of ourselves, though. We could still just die. Some crit chance or some attack speed? I think crit chance. Melee here or speed? Melee. Take. None of that. Take and take that. I don't know that we take another peaceful bee. I think we're pretty good on the greedy stuff. I guess we could take that. I mean, I'm probably killing the trees in one hit anyway, but I should just get it out of the pool. Percent damage here? Over crit? I guess so. Not too early for a scar. Sticks. We are losing a lot of range. I think I'll hold off on hand injury for now. I don't want to lose like too much range. That could be a way we throw. Still need some speed and range, and probably some health, but I think just going all in on damage right now seems to be okay. Another thing with range actually is, if I'm not mistaken, the origin of attack does come from where the weapon is sitting in your little circle of influence there. So range is actually important for me to actually get attacks in, because like if I'm on the opposite end, like the other sticks just won't like hit. You saw it right there, kinda. Took me a while to get that hit in. We'll take that. For free, do I take this? It's like you're basically... Helmet's a pretty bad item. You're basically almost just trading two stats that you obviously want. You're just trading them. You do come out slightly ahead because 2% speed is not 3% speed. You know, you're just trading tier 1 upgrades otherwise, though, if it were 3% speed. So it's not quite as bad as, say, mutation, but it's up there. I think we just recycle that. We like armor eventually. I think we'll take the range at this time, because I'm just not going to have any either way. Ooh, okay, silver bullet. Let's just take it now. Let's just take it now. Ooh, this is looking amazing. Truthfully amazing. Wouldn't mind that. If anything, I'd like to just reduce the knockback as well. This doesn't have any knockback at all, though, does it? Like, it just doesn't have knockback, or did it remove that from my stats when I did that mod? I don't know. Either way, we want whetstones. We'll take it. Community support. I guess we take that. A little risky, but we'll try to look for armor otherwise. I just don't think much is going to hit us. There is chance, though, on, like, wave 14 that we die because the bullets. So we'll have to keep that in mind. We still want some armor and some health for that type of shit. Unless we're going to get a rip and tear. If we get a rip and tear, then we don't need it. But that's like the only way that we would not want to have some sort of defense is if we get rip and tear. I think the range here is doing a lot more than it looks like. Like it's really allowing me to just not have to take hits from these charging tanks. Right now, I'd say Multitasker's slightly in the lead. They both didn't have any issues at this point, but Multitasker is just killing more shit. Lifesteal. It's not that useful on melee weapons, but it's okay. I guess I'll take it. I mean, I'm taking it there anyway, so sure. This is, again, kind of just... It's still a little better than the armor. I don't think we take injection. I think we can do better. We don't need any of that ugly tooth stuff on this character. Anything we hit is going to die. Though I guess it could help me lock in elites. Don't foresee any issues with this wave. I just foresee a lot of money with the double gentle alien. Not only can we kill them all, we can pick up the materials too. That's when you know you're in a pretty strong spot. I should mention in the same way that I do hold it against them if they low roll, I also don't hold it against them if they high roll. You know, if they high roll and the other guys low roll, tough shit. That's just okay, here's a good spot to take armor. To a percent damage or crit chance? Or speed? We take percent damage. Okay, health, great time to pick that up. Take recycling machine, but nothing else other than... I could take padding. I don't know that I want that much of a speed reduction, though. Sunglasses is a lot of crit. That's like a tier 4 crit. I think we take that. Can use that. Another silver bullet. We're going to be melting elites. We're going to be absolutely melting elites. This is a... Cyborg better be sweating right now. Praying that I make a mistake. Praying that I just die in wave 14 or 15. That's about the only way that Cyborg can win at this point. Or maybe a Croc can still kill me, I don't know. Not even, because it's a wave 12. If it's a wave, or if it's a croc, it's a wave 12 croc, which is a lot different than a wave 11 croc. And even wave 11 croc wouldn't probably be able to beat me here, because I'm just going to kill it within seconds. I'm critting for over 100 damage on some of these sticks. You can see how bad the lifesteal is, though. Like, it's really doing nothing, and it's at 7%. Okay. Cyborg just earned a point. That was something that never really happened to Cyborg. Cycle. Probably needs some armor. Ooh. Lucky coin. I think we take it. Alright, wings, really good. Lure, acceptable. Top right is definitely my powerful area. So if I really want to, I should just sit in the bottom left corner, which if I get into a rough spot is what I'll do. You see how quicker the, like those tier 1 sticks really don't actually kill the tanks at all. I mean they do, but they take several hits, whereas the top right doesn't take too much. Yeah, even there the top right took a bit. I guess it depends on if the majority of them crit or not, or if any of them crit, I guess. Because the majority will not crit, but some can crit. Loot alien, saw it too late. Do I take this? I think I take it. I lose harvesting, but it is what it is. We'll take the range here, even though I'm getting a shitload of it. I guess I'll take garden. Random SMG, I don't think so. Okay, oof. Talk about some stuff. If I take this, power generator doesn't actually give me any damage. But I still want it. I'm going to take the power generator and it will just eventually do stuff for me. It just eventually will do stuff for me. It is wave 11 or wave 12 croc. I'm going to try to get as many hits as I can here. Oh god, well we could lose. Jesus. That circle is so small. Okay. I'm counting that as good. A little bit tough, but we killed a croc. That's better than Cyborg can say. And Cyborg didn't have to face croc. Cyborg faced, at worst, mother, but it was a late mother. Otherwise, he faced pretty easy stuff. I'm still getting hit here. I don't know. This round, I don't know that I'm counting it as a super win for Multitasker because he's getting hit a lot, and he did get hit a little bit to some concerning health amounts with Croc. I'm actually going to say it's a push between Cyborg and what's his name there, because honestly it felt easier to play the Cyborg Wave 12 than it did this one, even though this guy like killed pretty well. Well, here's something we could do, but it sucks. Thanks for the money, I guess. Good thing we got the recycling thing. I don't even think we take that. We're just getting a lot of money here from recycling. I could take armor since or I could take crit, because that equates to... I'm gonna take armor. I think I need it, even though I'm taking this. Take. We'll definitely be on the lookout for speed. Take. If I never get speed, that's fine. How do I have such low speed when I have a wings, by the way? Did I just like never pick any other speed up? That must be the case, huh? Yeah. The hell? Between 12 weapons and a rip and tear, I'm baffled that like people are getting through here. This is kind of like when I'm like a little questionable on Multitasker. I'm like, I don't know how anything's getting through right now. They shouldn't be. But I guess they really aren't doing that much damage, the lower tier sticks. Like they're doing 50 damage, that's really not impressive. Guess we really do need to get some percent damage and flat melee damage at some point here. I don't know. I guess we don't need 12 sticks necessarily either. Okay, we're nearly dying here. The Cyborg's starting to pull away. Like, Cyborg's definitely starting to pull away here in the smoothness factor. So you better hope you really stomp the rest of this. I think we have to take this. Like, I have to have damage. It's the only way I'm gonna, like, overtake. Get some health. Okay, tier 3 stick should help. Another tier 3 stick should help. A beanie should help. Bait should help. We definitely don't want shackles. Lure's fine. Alright, coffee will help. And that's it. I have a rip and tear, right? Like, feels like it's like never proccing. Rip and tear is another one of those weapons that like felt really good when I first started, but I'm like, dude, it actually procs so few times that it kind of just fucking sucks. maybe I'm gonna have trouble here. I don't know. Like, it's hard to really pick up the animation, but like if you really pay attention to how many people I'm killing versus how many explosions happen, it's not many. And even when the explosion happens, it's hardly relevant. Maybe rip and tear is overrated, I don't know. Alright, well, it still felt like a pretty good round. Speed we definitely take here. Take that, take that, take that. Do we take an alien baby? It's quite a lot of HP. I think we take it. Oh. Alright, well, we'll take that for sure. I'll just say, well, we got an elite coming up. Either way, we'll just save some money. Okay, this is an easy elite. I expect us to, oh yeah, we're melting them now. Alright, he's down. Now you're starting to put in work, Multitasker. Now you're starting to show Cyborg that he's got something to worry about. Did just get hit by a loot alien, though. Is my attack speed not good enough? Like, what's going on here? Still don't know how people get through me. Like, it doesn't make a whole lot of sense to me. Maybe I need to add a few swiping weapons. I think it's something weird about the, Alright, never mind, you're not pulling ahead, Multitasker. I think the weird way the ring works around you works against you. It's like, if they get within your ring, you, like, can't hit them or something. Something fucking weird like that. We might need to pick up, like, a hatchet. I don't think we want to lose crit. Another one of these, I guess. Don't want that. I could. I don't need an actual speed value higher than 18. And this would give me 80 range. So I guess I will take it. And I can still take speed for percent damage gain when needed. This is probably worth taking. It's definitely worth taking. Some HP is fine. Alright, we take that, we take that. I don't need a scar at this point. I mean, I just took the diplomacy. I think we're good on that front. Big arms looks good. I could take this for the rip and tear, but how much has rip and tear even done? Oh, dude, look at that. Look how bad this item actually is. 3,000 damage. That is nothing. Yeah, I'm not buying an explosive then. I'm not gonna waste my money. That's fucking trash. I think we can afford to remove some range. Plus 69, 69. It's meant to be. Do we care about claw tree? Probably not. Big arms is going to be a huge damage increase. Right there you saw it. It's like, dude, there's like no enemies in front of me. I have 12 weapons. How did that guy nearly hit me? That's insane. I don't know, man. I think even with this performance, I'm leaning towards Cyborg because I'm like, I'm just really annoyed that anything's getting through to me right now. Like, it makes me feel not safe. Like right there. Like I can die at any moment, and maybe I will, but even if I don't, the threat of it makes me feel not as powerful as Cyborg, actually, even if I am wrecking elites. And I'm definitely rolling higher here. Like, I will largely not hold it against you if you low roll or high roll, but I will slightly factor it in. I'll be like, okay, this guy massively fucking high rolled versus the other guy not doing it, yet the other guy still... If it's like really close, I would give the edge to the person that had the worst RNG, which right now is Cyborg. I don't think we take this at this point. Alright, attack speed we need. Alright, this hopefully will be enough. Like, how much damage does it add? We'll find out. On a tier 1, that's 86. And on a tier 4, it's 209. 86, 209. 102... Did that really only add that much? Aren't I getting like 50% damage increase? Why is that so little? Why did I had 209? Why did that only add 11 damage? What am I missing here? Oh, because I lost 5% speed. Okay, at this point, apparently percent damage is like definitely what I need to be looking at then. I don't even think we take the lemonades at this point. Like, let's just get some percent damage if we can find it. Good thing our 72 luck is getting us like fucking nothing. Vid ring, it's pretty late. I don't think we take that. Well, I guess if anything, we have 2 vid rings already that are getting us percent damage. Okay. I think we take the speed here, because I actually am down on speed, plus it equates to damage. Alright. Exoskeleton I think we'll take. It's not like largely beneficial to me, but we'll take it. Take that as well. Now what are we doing? Doing 254? Definitely more respectable. We got an elite coming up. You know, we're down by 1. Let's just go ahead and recycle one of these and then take the tier 3. That works. Okay, Mother. Yeah, it's worth noting that we took on Mother, you know, with both of them at this point. And so far advantage there goes to Cyborg. A Mother was like the only questionable fight, I think, for Cyborg. Wait, what the fuck was that? I didn't click anything. Now I'm like nervous as to what happened there, but sure. Wave 18 advantage to Multitasker for sure. I mean, we frickin' melted Mother. And the wave isn't proving to be very hard in this fight either. So this would only earn me 3 max HP, 1 HP, and 1 lifesteal. I think we just take the 160 here. Take that. In the name of melting the enemy, I think we do this. I probably should have picked that hatchet up right as I clicked reroll. I regretted not taking it, but you know what, whatever. Oh, we could take this. I mean, I really don't plan on getting hit much. Alright. And at this point it really doesn't matter because we just need to get through wave 19 and then demolish wave 20. Well, I knew this was going to be a close one, and I hate having to call these close ones. Like, I'm going through my head trying to think of everything to judge this based off. I mean, even here, though, like, people are slipping through the cracks because of the weird attack animation. And look at that. That Horned Warrior survived for a good 5,000 seconds within my circle of influence there. So, I don't know. Like they're definitely... There's arguments to be made for both characters winning or losing this. Multitasker definitely feels the most losable between them, but he's also just demolishing it, like, in terms of, like, actual stuff. Get some HP just in case, I think. Sure. Alright, we take that, we take that. It's the final wave here. I think we're just taking whatever seems useful. Blood Leech, probably. And then Tentacle, probably. Butterfly, probably. And that's it. Okay. I think this will go pretty fast. That guy's... I thought that guy died. What the hell? Alright, that was a 13-second win. Well, I begrudgingly think I have to give it to Multitasker. I mean, all things considered, this was an incredibly close one. Like, I would say if this were a UFC event, if we were judging it as, like, it went to the judges' scorecard, I would say it is a split decision. You know, as low of a win as you can get, and one that really could go either way depending on your judging criteria. I do think I give it to Multitasker, just because he did kill every elite, and just felt the most commanding, even if technically, the only way I could say that he should lose is that he felt like he could die at any moment. But that's not enough for me to give it to Cyborg here. Now, I'll tell you what I will do. I know we said single elimination, but I will say this. If for whatever reason 2 people have a match and they just both die within, like, say, like, by wave 10 or something, and just do horribly, I think Cyborg qualifies as someone that gets to basically say, okay, screw the both of them. They are a no contest. We'll say they're a no contest, and then Cyborg will be able to get put into that match. Because Cyborg, we'll say any split decision, the loser of the split decision can qualify for that type of event to happen. I don't foresee that happening, but just to give a little bit of a consolation prize to Cyborg here, because I really feel like Cyborg did about all he could do with what he was given. What can you do? I mean, you're an engineer. You can't kill elites. But for that reason, too, I'm giving it to Multitasker, because I'm like, I just don't see Cyborg having a chance to win this whole thing, whereas Multitasker could actually have the chance to upset Doctor. You know, if Doctor does similar to Cyborg just did, then Multitasker does this, then Multitasker would beat Doctor as well. You know, I'm not just going to let Doctor win because Doctor is #1 in my heart. As far as stats, this recovered no HP because we never got hit. How much damage were my sticks doing? The tier 1s were doing 168. And the 4s are doing 363. Wow. I mean, definitely a high roll run of all high roll runs. 25 gain there, which is not actually 25. That thing still only did 13k damage over the course of that whole run. That was not worth the money, because keep in mind I had to buy it and I had to lose 12 harvesting. I think I'm done taking Rip and Tear. This item legitimately sucks. And by the way, it does not do that good in my data anymore. So I'm not taking it. This, on the other hand, is like always worth it. See, this I just gain a bunch of % damage for free. And this one on paper shouldn't actually be that good, but it just is. Like, you're getting the armor and this. It sucks to lose the speed, but you get some armor and health. That's almost always good. Even with the speed loss. There's just ways. By the time you get to tier 3 items, your speed is pretty high, and even if it isn't, like technically it wasn't when I got this, you'll get it back pretty fast usually. This helped out a lot with damage. Shackle's a pretty common take for me in late game. Wings, just really good. Double Vidring, I don't think I've ever gotten double Vidring. It was worth noting though, double Vidring, one of them pretty early. Still didn't even account for as much damage as the double glass cannon, and did not, or like, you know, if I divide it in half, it actually comes out a little below what Power Generator provides. Actually, it's not true, because I think the plus 24 there, it doesn't factor in the -5. So, I guess it's technically, the first one definitely probably was better than this. Lucky coin, one of the best ways to get luck. Well, the best way to get luck. 515 there, no surprise. That's a lot of money from a recycling machine. We just got a lot of items that we didn't want, so that thing definitely earned its keep. That was my insurance against bad items. Community support, probably not that good, honestly, because not many enemies could survive at any given time. And double bullet, I mean, we did high roll our asses off this run. That's another reason why I feel like Cyborg, I'm putting into the pool for reincarnation here, if need be. Because he didn't deserve that loss, but he did lose. 498 out of the 2 coupons, pretty good too. Still didn't match up to the 1 recycling machine, but pretty good. We had one of those coupons from like wave 1 though. Wave 3, I guess. Alright, very commanding win. I'm also not going to redo the tier list each time here. So that'll just end this episode. I will do maybe a redoing of tier list if any of these one-on-one matches heavily skew me on any of these. I'll probably just do a one pass over once we're done with all of this. Maybe after each round we'll do a tier list shift. But I want to complete all of round 1 first, so we'll just move on in the next video to the next round, which may or may not be in order. I'll have to see what I'm feeling like playing. So split decision victory goes to Multitasker. Well done, Multitasker. You pulled the slight upset. As always, thanks for watching, and until next time, peace.